Folks, welcome back to Klepper's Corner, Trump Merica WTF week, where the only thing more confused than the judicial system is President Trump trying to explain his own tariff policy. Deport first, ask questions. Never. This week, the Supreme Court ruled that the Trump administration has to return a man wrongly deported to El Salvador. Kilmar Armando Abrego Garcia was sent back like a misaddressed Amazon package, only to be dropped into El Salvador's Secot mega prison. Turns out it was all due to an administrative error, or, as Team Trump calls it, Tuesday. And now the U.S. is legally required to bring Garcia home. Great news, unless he was planning to be president someday, in which case, sorry, buddy, you left the country and now you're ineligible. That's the new Mar-a-Lago immigration rule, Trump tariff tango. Now with a pause button, Trump, in his infinite wisdom, announced a 90-day pause on tariffs for everyone except China. That's right, Canada, you're cool. France, c'est bon. China, 125% tariffs. That's not a trade policy, that's a revenge fantasy. Trump said the pause is to calm the markets, which is rich because the only thing he's ever successfully calmed is Eric, and only with chew toys, Ukraine versus China. Wait, what? Meanwhile, in a plot twist no one saw coming, Ukraine accused China of sending troops to help Russia. Beijing denied it, but if true, we're officially one shady alliance away from a Marvel crossover nobody wanted. And yet, Trump's still focused on bombing Iran and taxing iPads because nothing says global strategy like fighting your Apple Watch while the world burns. Hudson River helicopter horror. In tragic news, a sightseeing helicopter crashed into the Hudson River, killing 6 people, including 3 children. A reminder that America will regulate everything except flying metal death bubbles over the world's most crowded skyline. Calls for stricter rules followed. Trump, meanwhile, suggested maybe we just make rivers safer. He then reportedly tried to call Poseidon. Joint Chiefs Shake-up retired Air Force Lieutenant General Dan Raisin Kane was confirmed as chairman of the Joint Chiefs. He replaces Charles Q. Brown Jr., who Trump fired for low vibes. Critics say this is just Trump stacking the military with loyalists. Supporters say, wait, we still have a military? India's financial drama. India's enforcement directorate is seizing $80 million from the Congress Party's media wing, Associated Journals Limited, which in America would be called Tuesday at Fox News. Congress calls it election interference, the BJP calls it cleaning house, and Modi calls it date night. Gaza escalates. Israel encircled the city of Rafah in Gaza, triggering evacuations and international outrage. And somewhere in the distance, Jared Kushner's peace plan burst into flames. Hamas called it a war crime. Israel said it was necessary infrastructure dismantling. Trump said, where's Rafah? Is that near Bedminster? Iran nuclear talks, Trump edition. Iran and the U.S. resumed nuclear talks in Oman. Leading them? Steve Witkoff, a guy whose name sounds like a fake alias at a Trump casino. This round of diplomacy was so awkward, even the Iranian blushed. Helicopters and hackers in India, India's UPI digital payment system, had a massive outage, grinding daily life to a halt. Millions were left screaming, why isn't my street corn vendor taking QR codes? Good news, NPCI promised it'll be fixed soon. Bad news, it's probably being handled by the same IT guy who runs Air India's in-flight Wi-Fi. Fire at the governor's mansion. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro's residence caught fire. No injuries unless you count the press secretary's soul. Authorities suspect arson. But hey, maybe the fire was just a spontaneous protest against Philly cheesesteak taxes. Trump's temporary tech tease, Trump's commerce secretary, clarified that electronics tariffs were only temporarily exempt. So buy that PlayStation now before your controller costs more than a down payment on a house. In other words, temporary relief, permanent confusion. Vinyl mayhem. Record Store Day 2025. Record Store Day saw thousands scrambling for rare vinyls. Top wins included Wicked and Gracie Abrams Live. Big loser, Kelsey Ballerini fans. Again, it was a beautiful day of capitalism dressed as nostalgia. So basically, Black Friday with better facial hair. Ecuador's tight election, Daniel Noboa won re-election in Ecuador. A surprise to no one unless you're his opponent, or an American who still thinks Ecuador is a type of dessert. Ambedkar Jayanti and Telangana reforms India celebrated Ambedkar Jayanti and implemented a new caste reservation policy in Telangana. Trump sent a letter saying, congrats on your new Hogwarts house assignment. Hostage deal proposal in Gaza. Hamas offered to release Israeli hostages for a prisoner swap and a war-ending guarantee, which is like asking your kidnapper to pinky promise. Saudi Arabia cancels Hajj slots. Saudi Arabia canceled 52,000 Hajj slots for Indian pilgrims. No reason given, but it was probably, oops, our Mecca is full. That's all for this week, folks. Trade wars, hostage deals, and a Supreme Court ruling that basically says, hey, maybe don't deport the wrong guy. Until next time, keep your tariffs low, your helicopters grounded, and your vinyl collection alphabetized.
Tonight, on In Search Of, we embark on a journey to uncover one of the greatest mysteries of our time, Bigfoot. For decades, sightings of this elusive creature have been reported across North America. But tonight, we follow a new lead, one that has taken us to an unexpected place. Some say Bigfoot has been hiding in plain sight, not in the forests, but in the halls of power. Could it be that Bigfoot is not just a myth, but a living, mouth-breathing individual who has integrated into society? And could that individual be none other than Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene? Our investigation begins deep in the forests of Georgia, where local residents have reported strange sightings of a tall, loud creature with a penchant for conspiracy theories. Descriptions match those of both Bigfoot and, well, someone else.
Yeah, I saw her. Just the other day, Bigfoot was ranting about Jewish space lasers and how the election was stolen. I didn't know Bigfoot had such strong opinions.
Armed with this new information, we delve deeper into the mystery. Could Bigfoot have a secret agenda? Is the creature known for hiding in the wilderness now hiding in the U.S. Congress?
The government is hiding the truth. They know I exist, and they know I'm right.
As we track Bigfoot's, or rather Marjorie Taylor Greene's movements, it becomes clear that this creature is no ordinary cryptid. It thrives on attention, feeds on controversy, and leaves a trail of confusion in its wake. But can we truly capture the essence of this elusive being? As Black September often says, roll the clip.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr. Chairman,
That's beneath even
order
your
in
In its natural habitat,
I do have a point of order.
Bigfoot has learned to blend in, to mimic the behaviors of those around it. Yet it remains unmistakable. Despite attempts to fit in, it often stands out due to its unusual vocalizations and tendency to disrupt.
Baby girl, I don't think
we are going to move, and we're going to take your words down.
I second that motion.
So, you agree to strike your words?
Yeah.
Okay. Ms. Greene agrees to strike her words.
I believe she
Chair
needs to
recognizes
apologize. No. She needs to apologize.
Okay, hold on. Then after Mr. Perry's going to be recognized, then Ms. Greene
I'm not
has 4 minutes and
apologizing.
21
Well,
seconds.
then you're
reserve
not
the right to
striking your
object.
words.
I am
Mr.
not
Klepper.
apologizing.
Now let's go. Come on, guys.
It's me.
Ms. Crockett.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's
Hold on.
I'm
parliament.
trying to find clarification on what qualifies.
Chairman, motion to strike
I had no
those
idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just.
You just voted to do
Y'all did
it.
it first, so you
You
don't want to
just
talk about
voted
it.
to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look, calm down. Calm down.
No, because this
I
is
would
what
like
y'all
to get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying to
Hey,
get
Ms.
clarification.
Crockett.
And so our search concludes, perhaps not with definitive answers, but with new questions. Is Bigfoot real? Is it Marjorie Taylor Greene? Or is it just an elaborate hoax, a creature of myth turned political spectacle? The truth, as always, is out there, somewhere. Until next time, keep searching.